All right, I think we are live. Let me share this link real quick. Check the YouTube, make sure it's working. I guess I could just go to YouTube. Live, let's see. Beautiful. Let's throw this all right, I think we are live. Let me share this link real quick. Check the YouTube, make sure it's working. I guess I could just go to YouTube. All right, beautiful. Let me share this on Facebook and we will start. Join in now. Anyone that's watching this video afterwards, just go ahead and skip a little bit forward. I'm just sharing the links and stuff to Facebook and the groups, and then we'll be starting in a second. All right. Let's rock and roll. Looks like the screens are all working. If you guys tune in, go ahead and share this. Let's get a bunch of people on the stream. And let's go. Someone do me a favor, please, and tell me that the mic volume is good. The levels sound good. Let me take a look. Make sure the mic's working. Wait, is the mic working at all? Check, check. Is the mic working? Check, check, check. Hopefully. Just let me know that this stream is working, guys, and let me know that you can hear me. And here we go.
Combat League 20 on CombatSportsNow.com. I'm your host, David McKinney. Join me all night on
before I skip to the fights, will someone let me know that the mic volume is good
fight card here tonight.
and
We're
the
back
stream
at the Cherry
volume is
Valley,
good?
Ohio Event Center here in Newark for the first time since earlier this year.
Yeah.
And we got 14 fights on the fight card here tonight. So we've got one pro fight, we've got an amateur heavyweight title bout, and then a bunch of debuting young amateur fighters that are looking to make a statement on this fight card here tonight. So
all right, let's
first
go.
off, let's talk about our new main event of the evening. We've got a 135-pound bantamweight bout. We got Mario Aguilar coming in, taking on Andre Small.
Loud and clear. Beautiful, Mario. Again, if you guys are going to comment with me and watch in real time, please do it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/JamesGrayArea. I'm not going to check the Twitch chat as much. It's on my third monitor and it's behind me. All right, let's do this. Let's find Sierra.
End of his fight.
He won.
A couple of his fights here at
This is
OC.
the first fight. Sierra was fight number 2 on the night.
Controversy.
Yeah, this is a game with David McKinney. First, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Cierra Buxton.
Next bout of the night here at OCL 20 amateur featherweight bout. First women's bout of the evening. Cierra Buxton coming in from Howell, Michigan, representing Scorpion Fighting System.
Like I said, let me know that the volume of the stream is good and the volume of the mic is good. I see Mario in the chat, Sierra in the chat. What's up, guys?
High-level UFC fighters, including Josh Parisian and co, training under him up there in Michigan.
Yeah.
And Cierra Buxton is one of his up-and-coming stars, 18 years old. She's already 2-0. Number 2 ranked pound-for-pound female fighter in the state of Ohio. And started training MMA when she was 14 years old. That was already 4 years ago.
Yes.
She's got definitely a unique style, crisp striking, very aggressive fighter, and has come in with an impressive.
And like I said, if you guys are watching this stream, it won't interrupt it for you to
fight.
just click the link and share it on your Facebook or share it to your social media. We can have a bunch of people watching in real time. So let's talk about this bout a little bit. Sierra is 2-0 going into this fight. She's 18 years of age. You know, she is an incredibly talented girl. Lots of skills under her belt, but she is still developing very rapidly. She went up a weight class in this fight. She decided we're doing this one at 145 pounds, and it became very evident in this fight that she is not a 145er. I mean, we know that she belongs at 35, but we figured it wouldn't be a substantial difference. Sarah Flowers is another undefeated girl. Purple belt of jiu-jitsu. You know, she's credentialed. She's been in MMA for like substantially longer than Sierra. She's been training a lot longer. I believe she's 30 years of age. And she's a true featherweight, as you'll see in a moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a good one, man. Like you said, the ladies, man, they always steal the show. They're just built different, man. They come to go to war. And these gals, it's kind of funny. They're up a little bit early in the card tonight. But this should be a great scrap. Again, great coaching, great athletes, and
it pits two undefeated fighters.
So both girls 2-0, both girls very talented.
To go. Introducing your combatants first. Fighting out of the blue corner.
We kind of knew that Sierra was going to have to weather a storm, that this girl was going to rush her for the takedown. Sierra is substantially better on the feet than Sarah. Sarah has much more time in on the mat than Sierra. So it was almost like the traditional striker versus grappler matchup.
Please welcome the sniper, Cierra Buxton.
Sierra also had a little bit different energy going in this one. Normally Sierra's like kind of fired up, kind of in the zone, really dialed in. She had a little bit of a different energy here, but she's fighting at 45. It was a day of weigh-in, which is different for her. Man, that girl is diesel.
Representing Artie Suave Jiu-Jitsu Academy, she hails from Beckley, West Virginia. Please welcome She-Hawk, Sarah Flowers. 3 rounds featherweight division. Your referee is Zach Young.
Amateur women's featherweight bout here. Cierra Buxton in the black, Sarah Flowers in the white. Zach Young is the referee. This time they do wait for the cage.
I can't tell if it's bothering me how calm Sierra is or if it's a good thing. I mean, she is just so calm, which can be a bad thing because this opponent is looking to swarm her. Sarah knows she wants to get Sierra down immediately and keep her there.
Here they go. 2 different approaches. Yeah, straight on the jab, right to the takedown attempt, and gonna get it.
Right away on the takedown. I want to look at that a couple times and just see. Because Sierra normally has very good takedown defense. I don't know if she just did not expect her to shoot in the first 2 seconds of the fight, or so Sierra comes out. Sarah doesn't want to touch. Sierra tries to range her a little bit with a jab. Looks to poke a little bit with the left hook.
Yeah.
Let me see this. She kind of oversteps here a little bit. Sierra was about to throw a kick. That's what it is. I was wondering how she got caught so out of stance. If you take a look, she almost lets a kick fly, and then bang, her hips end up squared up, puts her really bad out of position for the takedown attempt.
They're calling for the mount. The guard is open. She can.
Yeah, Buxton had shown some impressive striking in her first 2 fights.
And that was immediate. I mean,
immediately getting the fight to the ground already in half.
Sierra's not. We really need to close up the half guard. Well, you know what? If she's going for a butterfly hook for a little bit of elevation, I'm not necessarily that against that. If that's what she's trying to do, but you risk giving up a pass. She's doing a good job here of keeping her legs in. Sierra's got the underhook. Now we got to come up. We got to come up there. We got to come up.
Oh, she's on it.
This is tight. A little bit of
Okay, this is a good thing to break down for Sierra. So, Sierra really doesn't take any damage here. Sarah's kind of like throwing rabid punches and, you know, focusing on staying on top, which is exactly what she needs to do. So she tries to force the mount. Sierra does a great job of keeping her leg on the inside here. Now from this position, this is a big opportunity. As you can see, Cierra gets the underhook, and we need to get onto our left arm here, get our head up, get onto our hip, bring our butt back, and start coming up. When Sarah goes guillotine here, honestly, take the top position. See how Cierra right there was the big mistake. This is Cierra. This is a crucial part for me to learn from here. So let's watch this close. Cierra stops the mount attempt. She knows she wants to come up with the underhook. She comes up with the underhook. Sarah goes neck. Right now, Cierra needs to bring this left knee out and run Sarah over. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but she's in a guillotine attempt. She's going to have her left arm posted. She's going to post her left leg. She's going to drive up and on top. And then this right hand, instead of being under Sarah's arm, is going to go up on the inside of the grip. And from the inside of the grip, Cierra knows how to defend the guillotine from there, knows how to shut down the strangulation in multiple different ways. Or we can actually throw this right arm up and over the shoulder like we're trying to pat her on the back. And from that position, Sierra's not going to get guillotined. And as you can see, Sarah would not have established the full guard. At best, she probably would have had half guard. Right here is a crucial moment in the fight. If Cierra comes up on top instead of conceding to her butt, I actually think she gives Sarah all kind of problems from top position. But she concedes. Sarah almost pulled her on top. Now she's back onto the top. We need to close up the half there, or we need to start bringing in the shin shield here. We need to bring this knee across. Like, I'm really not worried about this guillotine.
And she's out. Cierra Buxton, doing a good job here.
So here, Cierra's doing a good job of elevating this arm, but we need to get onto our left elbow. The way she's so flattened out is kind of making it difficult, and we can shoot our butt out this direction here. So, like, you're not trying to come up into them to have to move all their body weight. You're just trying to come out next to them for, like, the dogfight position, half guard position, a knee frame position, all of these different things.
Staying tough. As we mentioned, just
see, she tried to bridge there into the girl. You don't really want to fight someone that's big and strong. You don't want to really try to move their weight directly through them. You want to shift outward, which Sierra's doing a little bit here. But now we got to get the reason she's failing is she's not getting the hip bone to the mat. There we go, doing a little bit better. Oh, but she gives. Okay, why did we give up the underhook there?
Start getting your striking out. She's doing a good job of trying
okay, when Sarah starts to punch her here, yeah, we can't give up the underhook there. We got to keep the underhook, and right as Sarah goes to strike, we need to shuck that underhook up, try to come up onto our left forearm, and then we're almost into that, you know, dogfight entry position. And these shots aren't hard at all. Like, I asked Cierra after the fight, and she's like, man, the girl does not hit hard at all. She was just kind of trying to swarm me.
So you gotta kind of, there you go.
Closes her guard up. Sarah's just kind of spazzing still. Yeah, we need to try to upkick the face here, not the body. Sarah did a good job of securing her pass. She goes right into her mount position. And again, like, her ground and pound is not very strong, but unfortunately, especially in amateur MMA, they call it intelligent defense. And if you are not intelligently defending yourself, even though Sierra's moving and bucking, a lot of the times in amateurs, they're going to stop these fights. You see, like, Cierra had said to me after the fight, like, man, I'm not hurt at all. I'm not damaged. I'm just frustrated. But unfortunately, and it's a good stoppage. I'm not even against that stoppage from the referee. It's intelligent defense. Sarah just kind of smothered her. She's a natural 45er. Cierra doesn't belong at 45, and there's little tweaks in her grappling game that has to take place that will get her to be able to get out from underneath these girls. And again, Sarah is a purple belt of jiu-jitsu with a ton of different medals, a bunch of awards, and Cierra is still a white belt, 18 years of age, you know, taking on the best girls that she can find, and she's going to rapidly improve. So let's find the Tiffany Woltman fight. And Cierra, I hope you use this as a study tool. I really look forward to helping you understand all these different nuances. You have a lot of good coaches in the building that'll be able to walk you through this stuff. And you're only going to get better every single performance. All right, let's find Tiffany. I remember Tiffany was a little bit late in the card. I think she might have been after this fight. Yep, okay. Awesome. There she is. All right. Tiffany Woltman making her MMA debut at 120 pounds.
Michigan representing Scorpion Fighting System. Training in her James Gray, Juan Perez, Tim Farr.
Look how happy she is.
Saw her teammate Cierra Buxton earlier on tonight. Also trained with Kate Johnson.
Yeah.
Kate Johnson, excuse me. Started training back in 2019. Got into it as wanted to train kickboxing and then started doing jiu-jitsu and said I knew about my third class that I was gonna want to compete. She's also an ultra trail runner and a yoga teacher.
Absolutely, man.
I know when I talked to Kate before her bout last month, she said, I'm really excited, more excited to see my teammate Tiffany make her debut later on this year than I am for my fight. So
Tiffany really found good
great
energy
gym up
right
there in
before the
Michigan,
fight.
and Tiffany said, I know I'm coming into enemy territory. That's people down in Ohio don't like us.
Tiffany
Michigan
carried a
people.
lot of
That is a
nerves
true statement. But
leading
let
up
her
to the
live, let her
fight,
live. She came
on
to
fight
tonight.
week.
We
But I
like
tell
the
you what, on
fighter's
the
tradition.
midday
It's
shakeout, she
just that
really
other
found
sport
herself.
up there
She was in
that
good
they,
energy.
they
Backstage,
are
she
not
kind
good
of,
at playing.
I don't know, she just found it. And I could see it in her eyes. I could see it in her energy. Like, you can see it. That girl is ready to be in that moment.
Stephanie Alomar.
Stephanie
Taking
Alomar.
on Stephanie
coming in from
Alomar.
Mask.
We're going to skip the other girl's walkout just to
Fight
save
card we
time in
see
this video.
experience only.
Come the 5 feet tall and weighted. Gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the females.
Again, this is at 120-pound catch weight.
Introducing your combatants. First, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet tall and weighted at 119 pounds. Tonight, she makes her MMA debut inside this cage. Representing Scorpion Fighting System, she hails from Howell, Michigan. Please welcome Tiffany Woltman.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is Tiffany's first combat experience ever in anything. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, like anything. So I really had no idea what to expect, but I was excited.
20 pounds with an MMA record of 0-1. Representing Ask Martial Arts, she hails from Streetsboro, Ohio. Please welcome the Puerto Rican Pitbull, Stephanie Alomar.
This girl has super awkward movements. I remember thinking to myself in the corner before the fight, like, is she going to be dipping and throwing overhands and hooks? Like, the way she was kind of dipping her head and stuff, I was like, what kind of craziness am I in for here?
Cage is locked. Chip checking him in one more time, and here
they go. I like that Tiffany came out, wanted to feel it out for a second. Now they're straight into a battle.
Punches and punches.
Tiffany almost got frozen up there for a second, being, I think, that first second, I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm in a fight right now. Now she's straight into the clinch. She's doing a great job with the underhooks here. Look at her hip pressure.
Yeah, looks like Alomar
Pressuring in really, really well. She's got the underhook. We could, you know, get our head in a little better position in the basics, but she's bringing great pressure here. Goes to the double leg. Beautiful double leg. Excellent.
Talk about if your back's on the cage, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Alomar looking for the guillotine here. Going to be tough.
We talk a lot about that, you know, when someone brings their legs close together and they're pointing outward, the double leg is almost always there. Very nice. I mean, good pressure here from Tiffany. Standing over, bringing the pressure, bringing the ground and pound. The pace is extremely high. She's riding a knee on belly, like I'm not completing her pass on purpose. She's riding the position, looking to do damage. This is good stuff right here. This is very overwhelming for her opponent, too. She could easily take the pass right now, but she is just making her carrier, bringing down shots. Very ferocious here. She's giving up a little bit of the control aspects, but she's doing such a good job at overwhelming Stephanie here that I'm not even bothered by what I see.
Using that right forearm to frame, and then trying to get that, or left forearm, excuse me, and then trying to get the right arm out to throw strikes.
Tiffany is trying to work her pass here,
She's gonna get that knee line.
but you can tell she's very focused on wanting to land shots. Like, Tiffany has better jiu-jitsu than what you're seeing, but she wants to hit you. Look at this. She is looking to do damage, and I'm not against it. I mean, she's maintaining good hip pressure here. She's landing shots. She can step over to the mount from this position. I think she did. No, she's got her foot trap, but hit her. Exactly.
Alomar trying to regain.
And again,
guard.
guys, this is an MMA debut. This is her first fight ever, so
Outside control here for Woltman.
I'm not going to break down all
Makes
these
that
little,
right arm pin.
you know, minor things that she could be doing better. Overall, I'm satisfied with the pressure and the pace that she's bringing. She mounts her. Girl's looking to quarter capture.
Taking a close look.
Man, you got armbar there. She's going to pin and punch. Yeah, using that right leg to pin the arm.
Yeah, the armbar is definitely there, but honestly, I didn't even really want Tiffany to go for it. Her mount wasn't really settled, and she was doing a great job of damaging from the top while keeping her position. Then I'm like, hey, don't risk going for the armbar and end up on the bottom. Just keep beating this girl up.
There's a lot of volume, but not a lot of damage. But she
Nice.
is not defending herself.
I mean, if they're going to stop Sierra's fight for the guys that just watch this stream, look at what they stopped Sierra's fight for, and then look at what you were just witnessing. I don't really see that much of a difference, except maybe the fact that Sierra was fully covered. But that girl definitely ate more damage than Sierra did.
Brought to you by Collegiate Landscape.
Extremely high pace right off the bat. I don't even know if Tiffany took 5 breaths in the round, but I was happy at the end of the first. I just knew I had to get her to settle down. See, like, at the end of the round 2, I'm watching the replay on my other monitor. I actually think the girl would have escaped the armbar and got up on top, so I'm glad that Tiffany did not sacrifice the position to go for the armbar. Because as you can see, too, she's probably having a little bit of an adrenaline dump right here. She came out ultra hard. She needs to settle the nerves down, just breathe. I didn't really want to give her a lot of advice in the corner on this one. I wanted to focus on letting her recover.
That's the thing, too, of having a guy, a veteran fighter like James Gray. He's been in there. He's been in some battles. He's, you know, honestly one of the best coaches in the Midwest, as you can see from his gym and the type of fighters that he's produced.
Really just trying to get her to
Never
breathe.
say that we don't give credit to the away team here.
That's right. That's right. We don't. There's people. There's dwellers of Ishigan or meat chicken. There's dwellers in meat chicken that we like.
Oh, Sierra, I just read your comment.
it
Yes,
is a
thank you so much. I
high-level
look
gym.
forward to growing.
No doubt.
Girl,
To see a gym
the
also
future
that's
is
not afraid to
so,
come to-
Yeah, absolutely.
come
like,
to Ohio and-
so
and, you know, get some
unbelievably
fights,
bright
you know, out of the
that
state.
a minor setback like this is not even a setback. It's a necessary step in the process to being the woman that you're going to become. So
I've enjoyed being
don't
around them
even
all day.
worry for a
Classy
split
fighters,
second,
classy
girl.
coaches,
Onward and upward.
classy gym.
All right, here we go.
They're phenomenal.
Tiffany's recovered a little bit here.
Round 2, Tiffany Woltman, Stephanie Almar here.
Good head
140-pound
movement.
catchweight
I
bout.
like the stance. I like the
Jab there from Almar
dipping.
lands.
I mean, this is her first ever fight. Man, she's
And Woltman
Tiffany's
is just
putting some
not
heat.
afraid to swing for the fences.
Yeah.
She's a little bit shorter. I think she's only 5 feet tall, but she's not afraid to step in and trade right in the pocket. But then she goes in for the takedown here again.
You can tell
Get
Tiffany
back
just wants to
flat
put
on
this
the
girl
cage.
underneath her
This is what
again
we saw in the
and
first
look
one.
to
We
do
see the
damage.
wizard
She's got her
here from
underhook.
Almar.
Yeah, but right here,
She's
gonna
got
drop down.
great
Oh,
wall
yeah,
pressure.
no
There's the
leg.
double. Nice little
And
fence
for the
grab.
slam. Does a good job too of making sure she's in half guard when she gets to the ground, so that that guillotine is not a threat.
She's looking to pass again. She's got her underhook.
Knee slide.
She could knee
Right
slide that
right,
right,
right to
or
the
we can
mount.
come up in that
Lot of
top
time, 2 minutes.
quarter capture
She
from
needs to
mount.
go ahead and complete that.
Yep,
Absolutely.
very nice.
And
Bring
you
the
see
feet together,
Almar
Tiffany.
just
Sit
throwing
your
that arm
butt
up. That's what's
down.
gonna get her submitted with the arm bar or the arm
Bring
bar.
your
Get her
feet
big
together.
shot
Sit your
here.
butt down.
Flush. Or even the back take. When she turns away, man.
Tiffany, this is a big
lot of
thing to
times-
learn from. We want to bring our feet in and we want to sit our butt down. And when someone's climbing the wall, we want to make sure we put our hands on the mat and put our weight in their butt so they don't get flipped. Which actually, I think I yell right as I see this happening. I think you do it.
It's okay just to pop your hips. and
Yeah,
go
you
ahead and
do.
let them
You're
turn and
trying.
take
So
them back.
look at she's
Woltman doing a
pushing
good
really
job, too,
hard
when she
to
does
not let herself
strike.
get flipped, and she
Framing
saves herself from getting
you
flipped
either
over,
with
which
her
was
arm-
excellent.
her arm
And
bar
now,
or
as you can see,
framing
her
and giving herself
foot
a
is tucked
nice
in.
big
I don't know
target
why the
hit.
right leg is up
right here.
or how the right
Trap-
leg got up,
trap
but we
and
got to
go
make sure we
last.
put that back down.
Trying to cage walk here. She's got to get
There's
Nice.
another big
Sneaking
couple
some
of right
shots
hands
in
from
there.
Woltman. Takes a glance at her corner. Getting some direction.
Nice.
More shots here.
Picking the shots that she
Full
wants.
mount
Man, and
again.
they're landing solid.
Under the armpits.
Yeah.
Stephanie
I mean,
is
with the
not enjoying
volume
herself
and
in there
control,
for
I mean,
sure.
I may have seen 2 10-8 rounds so far. And
You can definitely
I know
see
that's
the
not gonna
adrenaline
give
dump
us up.
is a factor. Tiffany came out incredibly hard in that first round, and she's still
Big shot
feeling it,
there
but
from
she's
Woltman.
dominating right now.
And
This is
Almar just trying to
so right here.
throw those legs up.
Anyone watching? It's really risky when you leave someone's legs on the wall like this, because if they explode super hard, you're kind of likely to get rolled. It's almost better to like walk your knees and walk them forward away from the wall, or just circle them so that their legs don't have this direct kicking line.
Up over the back, but you gotta have some crazy flexibility to hit that. I think Woltman at this point just like,
there it is. That's what I was talking about, but Tiffany does an awesome job of
Alomar
resetting her
tries to bug
position. She needs to keep that leg down. I don't know why this leg keeps coming up. We're going to figure that out in the gym. But keep that leg down and sitting on her, and then pick your shots.
Going for an arm bar here again. She did that, this sort of, now looking for this gift wrap position. Throwing some big shots. Chip Snyder taking a close look here.
30 seconds, step, move, 30 seconds, step.
I think if Tiffany hadn't exhausted herself so much in the first round, you guys would see some violent ground and pound right now. But she
throw down strikes, just keep
is very tired.
And a ref will stop it. Honestly, I'm surprised, you know, if she was a little bit more
if there was more
I think
damage,
this might get stopped, but Alomar doing a good enough job, just enough to survive there on her back.
I
think
mean,
if there was more damage happening from the
if there was a
strikes,
tiny bit
because
more
even when
damage,
she's
you could
standing
probably
up,
call
she's
that a
taking
10-8
lot of strikes. She
round,
does look pretty
because
fresh.
it's completely dominant. I don't really think Tiffany has taken any significant strikes. She's never been losing for like a half a second.
The damage is probably the only
A couple
thing
of times
that's
when
keeping
Stephanie was really letting her
so,
hands go, you
Woltman from
kind of
having
saw
a couple of
Tiffany
10-8
get
rounds
stuck
so far.
reaching.
potentially
But beyond that,
definitely
this has
been
been
dominant
pretty
for
dominant
10-9
thus far
rounds,
for
but,
a
lucky
MMA
if they
debut.
have
And
a
that's the thing you guys got to
dominant,
remember as you
clear
watch this
cut,
fight.
a lot
This
of
is
damage
Tiffany's first fight
happening
ever.
to have a true 10-8
I've said it a
round.
couple times, but like people on the internet are so judgmental and, oh, I would have done this and this should have been that.
You just never know.
Man, it's the first time the girl's ever been in combat,
Seen
right?
some wild things.
She traveled out of state.
Calls.
She fought
I think
this
one happened earlier, right?
other woman. She
30 to
had an
27
adrenaline
decision.
dump.
That
She's
was
trying to
like,
get her
wow,
breath
Yeah,
back.
that's a
Like,
close fight,
It was a close fight, but
Thanks for joining us on Combat
so again, my
Sports.com,
big focus right here
OCL20.
is just trying to get her to
David
take some
McKinney,
deep
Dave
breaths and
Beaver
recover.
still got
I'm giving her
a
little
handful
bits of
fights
advice,
to
but
come after this one, including our
she doesn't
main
need
event.
a lot of that right now. She needs a lot of air.
Mario Aguilar, who is teammates with Tiffany Woltman, taking on Andre Small from Ronin Training Center. Have a heavyweight title bout as well, Logan Gilbreth and Dylan Rink. But right now, the women take center stage. Tiffany Woltman, Stephanie Alomar, round 3 here.
All right. Here we go, round 3. It's been all domination so far, but like I said, I know she's feeling it. Let's see. There's actually some decent bit. Ooh,
Exactly the same thing. Woltman
Tiffany
opens
came
up
out
striking,
heavy swinging
gets her
here.
striking in and then goes for the clinch. Gets the takedown.
We need to obviously work on the
You know, last minute and
elbow
a half, she's been in
rotation on
and
the
out for both of the
overhand
first
and
2 rounds.
the cleanness of the strikes.
It's like
But I
almost
like that
like
she's
deja vu.
stalking. I like that she's
Alomar,
pressuring
good
her.
job stepping through,
I like
the
that she
right
is
hand.
willing to kind of bite down on her mouthpiece and swing hard.
Jab there from Woltman lands.
She wants to get in a
Woltman
fight.
has done such a good job, even though she has a shorter reach,
yeah,
of
punching
staying
her
in the
way
pocket and just landing, finding her range, and not really taking a lot of damage.
And look at the little micro motions. I like that out of Tiffany. Little
Big shot
up,
there.
down,
Stopped for a
up,
few
down,
minutes.
back on the
Here's
body,
takedown again.
and a double. I mean, she is just, every time she level changes, she kind of ragdolls her.
Neon belly here from Woltman, back into mount.
Neon belly right in the mount. Keep
And I
this
think
leg
here is the,
down,
here's
Tiffany.
You know,
Keep
do you wanna
keep
try to
this
go
leg.
to a decision, or do
This
you wanna
leg
try
has
to
a mind
finish?
of
I
its
think
own.
that
It
we're gonna see
always
Woltman
wants to
look
like
for this
lift
finish
your
here.
knee.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep
even
this
she's
leg
tired,
down.
she's gassed. I
Why?
think she could even go after that head
Why
knock.
is
She'll
this
probably
coming
get
up?
it.
This
She's-
is my
she's
biggest
moving her
thing
arms
that I
around
want
it
to
well.
focus
She's
on from
crossing
watching
her
this
over
video.
her neck. I mean, yeah,
Get this
I
leg
feel
on
like
the
you feel like
ground.
totally
You're,
different
put your
fight
weight in your
performance if you get
butt.
finished.
Bring your
Oh,
feet
yeah.
together.
Versus,
Sit
you know,
down.
getting a decision,
Land
whether
those
it's-
shots, girl. And like I said, your first fight, you probably couldn't even think of that because I don't see that in the gym. I never see you
it's
just
gonna pin that
randomly
wrist.
bringing your right knee up constantly.
Looking for this gift wrap
Um,
here again.
Yeah.
But it's something to make note of and to
Maybe
watch for in your training. Why did this stop working? A network error caused the media to fail. Let's try again. Advertisement, ladies and gentlemen. God, I have to find it again.
Tiffany Woltman. It's like almost like deja vu. Aguilar with a good job stepping through, lands a right hand.
All right. We were somewhere around this area.
Woltman has done such a good job, even though she has a shorter reach.
I mean, there's little twitchiness that I'm liking in what I'm seeing. She is trying to bring her hands back up. There's good things to pull from this that we're gonna build off of with Tiffany and keep making her better and better and better. But man, watch her double leg. Watch when she gets in and boom. That's beautiful. And then watch her pop right up here, neon belly, slides it across to the mount. We have to anchor this thing to the ground.
And I think here is the
come in.
Do you want to try to coast to a decision, or do you want to try to get the finish? And I think that we're going to see Woltman look for this finish here.
Yeah, I mean, even she's tired, she's gassed. I think she could even go after that head and arm choke and probably get it. She's moving her arms around at will. She's crossing her arm over her own neck. I mean, yeah, that's.
I feel like you feel like a totally different about your performance if you get a finish.
Oh yeah.
Versus getting a decision, whether it's
no doubt.
Yeah, I was really hoping Tiffany was going to get a finish here too, because it was such a dominant fight. It's not even close. I just think that the first round pace is the #1 factor, because Tiffany is a well-conditioned athlete. Tiffany works very hard in the gym. She just had no energy in the second and the third round.
But again, amateurs definitely want to keep them safer.
Minute left here in this fight. Tiffany Woltman in mount here against Stephanie Aguilar. Big shot there.
Man, I tell you,
she's looking to bully the head and arm choke here.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
Seal this in.
Get her hands clasped together. She's going to try to answer the phone.
Now we got to roll out to side control, Tiffany. I'm sure you know this. This leg has to roll out to side control.
She needs to step over to finish it. Good job getting
the out guard here. Can finish from.
Step this left leg right up and over, go into side control and do your finish. Remember, you push off the side with your knee and belly down. But hey, I'm fine with the fact that you said, I don't really feel it, it's not there, I'm going to sit up and continue hitting her. Wow, there's only 13 seconds left, but I thought we won by TKO. It might be this. Yeah, like, just bring the shots.
Just going for it now.
Big shots here. Referee Chip Snyder stops it.
It must have been 1 or 2 seconds left in the round. And that's a big learning lesson for Tiffany, too, is as soon as she just started letting the shots go, the fight gets stopped. So even in the first or second round, when she gets the top position, they don't need to all be 100%. Get on top of the person, secure your mount, bring your shots down in this fashion. Look, right, left. I mean, just bringing shots to stress her out. Don't even hit the body, because as you watch, the ref is about to stop it. When Tiffany starts hitting the body, he hesitates. When she goes to the face again, he stops it. Beautiful work, Tiffany. Congratulations on your MMA debut.
She seemed to hit a second gear.
I'm going to let you guys watch her hand get raised real quick, and then I'm going to put Mario up on the
screen.
screen.
In the third round, just a couple seconds left.
Absolutely.
She did it. She got it done like she said she wanted to. Great job, Tiffany.
Well, I'm here with your winner tonight, Tiffany. That was a dominant performance. Being the shorter fighter, you were giving up some reach, but you were willing to swing for the fences, crack your way in, and then get the takedowns repeatedly. Dominating performance. And then it seemed like there you turned on the gas in that final stretch to get the finish. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know. It was a good time. I just was trying to run with my instincts and listen to my coach and trying to listen to his instructions, and this whole time was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, as an Ohio fan, Coach Gray and the Scorpions, you're our favorite part of Michigan, so you keep on coming back. Congratulations to you, the winner tonight.
Great job, Tiff.
Tiffany Woltman with the victory.
All right.
Ladies,
let's go to Mario. Mario, guys, was the main event. Looking even at his record, Mario has made a ton of changes in his life.
We are going to take an intermission right now.
Intermission. This was the fight before Mario.
Of the year in the state of Michigan back in 2019. And the guy that he knocked out in 6 seconds, Tim Estruth, is now his teammate at Scorpion. So, of the year in the state of Michigan. Evening here, bantamweight.
All right, here we go. Main event of the card, Mario Aguilar. Here we go.
First, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Mario Aguilar.
Main event of the evening here, bantamweight professional bout. Mario Aguilar coming in, another Scorpion fighting system fighter.
By the way, Mario
but
had
he's
to
heading in
dig
the right
deep
direction.
to
He's
win
won
this
his last
fight. We'll see.
including a 6-second knockout that won knockout of the year in the state of Michigan back in 2019. And the guy that he knocked out in 6 seconds, Tim Estruth, is now his teammate at Scorpion. So, also coming in off of a victory over Usama Rahman. And this fight was supposed to happen at OCL 19.
Look at repping the Josh Parisian jacket. We're going to review that man's fight next.
As our main event at OCL 20. Aguilar, a tough dude. He had almost 60 amateur fights. That was back in the day in Michigan when it was unregulated and you could basically fight almost every weekend.
Every 4 days, two times in a night.
49, 9-1 was his amateur record.
Wow.
And now is the number 9 ranked pro bantamweight in the state of Michigan. Coming in, training under James
I'm really
Gray
proud of
and
this
co.
kid,
up
man.
there at Scorpion.
Mario has really done
And he's got
everything
this
he
big,
can do to
huge
try to
afro
build himself for
that he won when he got
success.
that 60-second knockout. I kind of wish you would bring that back.
Yeah, man, I like
He's
that.
styling, man. That was back in 2019.
Man, this guy's got a lot of cage time and experience. He is not new to fighting, and he is ready to fight tonight.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Andre Small.
Andre Small, 32 years old, coming in representing Ronin Training Center, fighting out of Columbus, Ohio. Originally from New York. He's a tough dude, and we mentioned early on in the lead up to this, first of all, he's had a really tough career. I mean, he always starts really strong in every single fight, but he's
All right,
faced
let's
some tough
skip
opponents.
this. Go right to the
Scoring
fight.
this bout on a 10-point
This year, fought against
event of the evening. It is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the professional bantamweight division. This professional contest is sanctioned by the Ohio State Athletic Commission. Your 3 judges scoring this bout on a 10-point must system: Will Messer, Daryl Wise, and Todd Schwartz. And once the cage door
Mario
locks,
looks
your main
really
event
focused.
referee
A little
is Zach
over-emotional,
Introducing
but I'm not
your
too
combat.
bothered by that. Some people
Fighting
fight
out of the
very
blue
well with
corner.
emotion,
This mixed martial
but it can
artist
exhaust
stands
you. It can
5
get you
feet
very
9 inches
tired.
tall and weighing in at 135
But Mario's
and
finding
1/2
himself in there
pounds.
every single
A veteran
performance.
of 5 MMA contests.
He's finding himself in there a little bit
Representing
more every
Scorpion
performance.
Fighting Systems. He hails from Motor City, USA, Detroit, Michigan. Please welcome the infamous fighter, Mario Aguilar. His opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 135 and 1.
Whatever rules in the back, I expect you to follow those rules. Any questions that you read? Luke? All right, touch gloves.
Again, if you guys are gonna chat, please do so in the
main event
YouTube
of the
channel.
evening, Mario Aguilar
We have
in the blue.
20-some
Andre Small
people
in the
watching right
orange.
now between the 2
Zach Young
streams,
is
but
the referee
I'm only
for the
really watching the
35-pound bout here.
YouTube chat.
Here we go.
Glove
Lots of
touch.
speed.
Small coming out
Great
southpaw.
low kick right off the bat.
Head kick
Going to the head.
from Aguilar. Head kicks are illegal. Elbows. And 3 5-minute rounds for the pros here in the state of Ohio. We're fighting under the
That was actually a
rules of MMA.
beautiful knee into a takedown there from
Yeah,
Andre
good
Small.
side control here already.
Mario
for,
did a
Small.
phenomenal job of not really letting
We
it
have
get to
not
his
seen
head.
him
He
really
just
do a lot of wrestling in his last few
was like,
fights,
okay,
but,
no, I know what I have to do.
changing up the game plan here against Aguilar.
And he starts going to work on getting his frames in better
Really struck
position.
in, got on that
Right now, he's
rock
kind of holding his opponent
Yeah,
to him, but he's
Aguilar's
going to
gotta
use
watch
that
the cage walk.
walk tactic.
And then it was the infamous spider
Yeah.
You know a dude named Spider is going to try to cage walk.
Of course he would.
Right.
Small looking for Neon Belly here. Tries to come up the back door and get the
Mario almost has a
almost had the
beautiful
back.
reversal
Now he's
right
making
there,
this kinda
which is
north-south
incredibly
position.
hard to do from the position that he was in because he didn't have the
1 minute
frames
gone
that
here
you
in
would
the
traditionally
first
look
round
for.
of this fight.
He's almost like, by wrapping his arms in any type of fashion like this, you're almost
Always gotta watch you don't get
keeping
sucked
the
into a
opponent
triangle.
controlled on
Yeah,
top of
triangle,
you.
first triangle,
But Mario
yeah,
has a
first
lot of
triangle.
very unorthodox
got it.
submissions. Like
He's
if you
got it.
look,
He's got it.
he
And
actually
then
has a
he's got
reverse
it.
triangle locked in
Triangle
here.
before
If
here
he can
too.
secure
First
this far
triangle,
side
he
arm
wants
with his
to
right
attack that
arm
arm right now
and
and
pull
go
it in
that kinda
before the
combo
head
that-
slips free, he can legitimately
saw
give
earlier tonight.
Andre Small a serious
That
threat.
went more a triangle, yeah. Aguilar
There's a
trying to
hook
scramble
in.
again.
There's
Small
another
takes
hook
his
in.
back. Both hooks
Probably like
in.
30
Beautiful.
minutes.
On the back.
All right,
Trying to
but
take.
Uh-oh.
Got the one.
these transitions are outstanding, by the way.
Aguilar
Anyone that's watching
turns
this,
into him now
these
on
transitions
top.
are outstanding. So Mario's able to secure his top
And
position.
he's right in front of his corner there.
Yeah, and if you're Andre on the bottom, you want to start trying to get to this butterfly.
Yeah, he's
Mario
trying
does
to
a
get onto
really
his
good
right
job
hip,
there
trying
of
to get that
walking
foot on
into the wall.
Foot on the hip,
Foot on
there
the
you
And
go.
now, as you guys
Good
can see,
pressure,
like this
good
foot on
pressure.
the hip, this is because Andre wants to disengage. So when people want to disengage in this, you kind of want to be very overbearing. You don't want to have your weight down. You want to be stepping over this leg, climbing up the back, trying to lace the arm. Andre doesn't want to out-grapple. Well, I mean, I guess it is a form of out-grappling to get up. He doesn't really want to out-grapple him. He wants to get back to his feet, which is exactly what he was able to successfully do there. Mario's in on the body lock, but it's a little bit high, and he only has one underhook.
These guys have a ton of experience between them.
Yes.
Probably close to 100 MMA fights.
Very evenly, it seems so far, evenly matched. Very similar.
Andre's,
fighters.
like, so here's a mistake because we have the underhook, but we have our head in this position. So we're not that effective with it right now. This is almost a very bizarre clinch. Mario's head should be on this side here, and then he'll have access to the, you know, the outside trip. Honestly, he probably has a really good double attempt right now. If you see the knees are pointing forward, they're extremely close together. If Mario level changes here, I think he probably takes him down with a double leg.
Looking to try to drag.
But Mario's head being here, and the fact that he doesn't have the underhook in this position, it isn't very beneficial to
back
us.
down to the mat. Halfway through round number 1 here. Does a good job.
Andre was able to turn him. Now he's
Does
got the
Small.
underhook. And if you notice, it's almost the same
Grabbed
thing
that
on
underhook
repeat.
and
He's
just
got the underhook here,
exploded
but his
and
head
turned
is
Aguilar
here.
onto his back.
He's doing a little bit better job about pressuring in
starting
with
to come
Mario.
open from
Mario
Aguilar
sneaks in
here.
a knee there.
Yeah.
They're almost
That clinch
mirroring
work,
each
this
other
cage
as I
match is
watch
just
this again.
draining to you. Either guy, if you're the guy carrying the weight of it, seems to be worse, but it's still.
So now
you're
Mario's
using
got the
energy
underhook
by
on the
just,
right arm.
hey,
But if you're a
That was a
Josh
really
Willie
good
trained
trip attempt
fighter,
by Andre
I
Small.
know that he literally likes to.
We need to widen those legs a little bit. Like,
to reward his
we're kind of
fighters
vulnerable
with,
for takedowns with
rounds
our
after
knees
rounds
pointing
of
forward
just
and our
pure
legs
clinch
close
work,
together.
and you know that
So we
Small's
really
gonna
have to
be
try to turn and widen the legs
he's
out.
no stranger to this position, and Zach Young breaks them.
So we get a break here because there's no real action going on there. We're kind of just jockeying for position back and forth. I felt that Mario has a significant advantage in the striking for this bout. But again, so now Andre's in better position here because he has his head on the same side as the underhook. And the outside trip is, yeah, exactly, is screaming from that position. All Andre did wrong there was he pulled pressure on the knee when he should have pulled pressure on the Achilles and circled, and he would have finished that takedown. But his head's in the correct position. Mario looking for the Uchimata to counter here. I don't quite know how he came off his right foot. Look at
Has knee up against the cage there.
this is the guy that the police got called on after that I had a big interaction with, who apparently is just running his mouth the whole time the fight is going.
1 minute left here in round number 1.
One of 3 5-minute rounds.
That's
for
that guy,
pros.
by the way.
See that forehead
Just
right
standing
on
there,
the chin.
trash talking two
from
real
Small.
professional
He's
fighters.
winning that head fight. He's winning that head battle, keeping it in the
So now Mario, exactly, goes to the
Yeah,
wizard
this has just
position.
been a grinding fight
Andre's
so
head's out of
far.
position. Mario should be able to pummel here with the
Small
right
really
arm and
trying
then
to-
turn.
I mean, Aguilar, both of these guys have some pretty crazy power, but
You can tell though, like look at the base and look at the way that
knee to the body
Andre
there
is
off the cage
driving
from
into
Aguilar.
Mario. He is effective. He overcommitted with his hips right there. It allowed Mario to get on the inside.
Aguilar with Smalls back now against the cage.
Mario's got the underhook,
It feels
but
like
again,
in
his
some
head
moments
positioning
somebody
is
hit
what's
one of
giving
his
him a little bit.
throws.
Level changes in. He goes on the legs. We need to connect the hands under the butt in that position.
Both guys being very defensive.
And Mario
in their
really,
approach here.
as the much better striker, should be trying to separate here as well. Like any opportunity to disengage, we should be popping off this clinch and damaging this guy from the outside. Nice little shoulder strike in there. Elbow over the top. That elbow actually hurt him. He did not like that elbow.
Firefight there for the last few seconds of this round.
Round number 2. Let's get to 3-round contest.
So, to be honest with you, just in control, I think Andre probably takes that first round.
I mean, that was a close round in that last few seconds. If
There was more control time for Andre. Mario was the only one to land really any strikes of significance. He landed a decent elbow. He you know, had a couple shots that didn't land clean. But on control time, in my opinion, I had us losing that first round.
Few seconds of that round.
Absolutely.
Josh Williams and Melvin Harris in the corner there of Andre Small. James Gray in the corner of Mario Aguilar. 2 veteran coaches for these veteran fighters.
I also knew that this was going to be a war of attrition. I knew that this fight was going to be very grindy, and that you would have to have the mental fortitude in the later rounds to make the right decisions. What just happened?
The OCL Amateur Heavyweight Championship.
What?
I don't know who I'm...
Wow, their stream messes up for some reason. I'll just cut back to it, but...
When he got that 6...
Wow.
They're fighting under the unified rules of MMA. Shoulder strikes. Oh, I don't know.
Alright, let's just skip forward.
Seen this so far. He corrective.
All right, so round 2. Andre's up 1 round to nothing. We got to make some adjustments here.
I take my glasses off. I'm like, oh.
I really wanted Mario to use his range a little bit here and fire down the center. It's obvious that Andre does not want to stand with Mario.
Big shot.
Mario's trying to throw a little bit too big. He's throwing with a little bit of emotion. He's trying to land that 100% shot. Honestly, just pepper this guy with 70 and 80% shots, not giving up easy clinch entries and things like that, and it would be a little bit more effective. Mario's got the underhook here now, so we can't be lazy. We have to start. Beautiful elbow over the top.
And as Andre pushes in, he's just using that body pressure in just to slip that elbow up. He's caught him too.
Andre is hanging on for dear life here, trying to keep a clinch. He does not want to end up in a striking battle with Mario. He's exerting an extreme amount of energy because of all of this clinch work. He is constantly squeezing and pulling, and I think it also leads to the fatigue that you guys are going to see in the 3rd round. Mario almost gave up an easy takedown there, which we just cannot do. He's got better hips and lower body than that.
See a coachable fighter.
Absolutely.
In there, listen to their corner.
He's got his underhook. There's no reason why we can't circle and turn right there, which I actually had just said to him. I'm like, Mario, jack that underhook up and turn him. And then he did. We got a little bit out of position. Andre turns us right back. That was a great knee there. Right here, we need a whizzer, you know, frame the head, stuff the head, elbow the head, something. He's trying to drive the face away. He's trying to look for his elbows. He's kind of risking a back take here. That's not very good control. This generally leads to you getting your back taken. He's able to capture his whizzer. You have to step this left leg out before you get tripped.
Very technical, very defensive.
So Andre, if he was a little better at his positioning and where he pulled on the trips of these legs, I actually think he would finish a lot of these, and it would have been a tougher fight for us than it already is. And as you guys can see, this is a grind. He's trying to get the small of the back right now. He's looking for the trip again.
Couple knees there to the thigh.
There's a lot of energy being expended in these clinches.
Old school MMA.
Mario's got to turn now. Yep, we have to. Now, put your weight to your left. Beautiful again. Every time Mario separates, beautiful 2 knees. Like, every time there's separation, the skill difference of the striking becomes so apparent. We got to avoid going back. And look at this. Right elbow, left, 2 hooks, reset. Big knee to the chin. Big knee again. I think it's kind of a mistake to shoot there because you have such a massive advantage in the striking. Why go back into his world?
Went back in for this takedown here, looking for a single leg. Small doing a good
Goes
job with that
right back to more of the same again.
Pushing him back against the cage.
Andre understands the clinch game and the wall work, at least to enough of a degree to be able to neutralize a lot of Mario. And we have to capitalize on moments to be able to break free.
Can make the difference in each round, and we've seen Aguilar be the more explosive guy on those breaks thus far.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Mario's got the underhook here, but he's not really doing anything with it, so it's not that effective. I would almost rather if he turned his hips and dropped his butt and jacked the underhook up. Just having an underhook doesn't do much. And honestly, that's a good break, too, because there's zero action in that. So now Mario, man, 60, 70%. Just pop the shots out there. You don't have to go huge.
Oh, I was going to say.
But why wouldn't Mario go huge? Huge wheel kick attempt. If he lands that, he's a superstar. You know what I mean? I can't take away trying to throw it. He's risking getting his back taken every time he bails on that whizzer.
And this is clearly the game plan from Small coming into this fight. Was he wanted to try to.
We could go Haraya Goshi from here, where we could step completely across this leg and look for a throw. And I actually think he would hit it. But Andre is just doing a good job of grinding Mario here.
This is a grinding style of fight. This is a type of fight.
Jack that underhook up, lower the butt, lift the underhook, and then Mario could even pummel. Yeah, he could even pummel that right arm there, and I actually think he would get it. Based on the way they were positioned, Mario could knife his hand across his stomach and end up with double underhooks. Andre's in on that single.
Takedown. Still trying to suck those hips out. Couple knees there to the thigh.
You don't see fights like this often where it's just one man just stuck to you in a clinch. Doesn't really want the takedown. I mean, he's not really working for the takedown. Mario there reverses the clinch, gets the body lock up on top. Like, now this is massive for us. Mario can do substantial damage from the top. Unfortunately, there's, what, 10 seconds? So we're not able to do anything with it. But you can see those little motions. You know, they're there. Mario just has to capitalize. So Mario's down, in my opinion, 2-0 going into the third round. Andre has done what he's had to do. He's up on the scorecards. He's exerted a lot of energy, and I knew he was going to be tired. And I got a little bit fired up with Mario in the corner in the third round, and I started yelling at him a little bit, like you've got to work right now or you're going to lose this fight. Like, I don't want to see this. Well, I'll keep my back on the cage and make sure he doesn't get a takedown. Like, I'd almost rather you risk being taken down trying to get off the cage than just let him coast to a decision victory, which you'll see in this third round. Mario's able to really step it up, turns it around, and then he gets the finish.
Final round of our main event here. Mario Aguilar in the blue. Andre Small in the orange.
Here we go. So like I said, I got Andre up 2-0 going in this last round. So I had to be real honest with Mario and flat out tell him, like, hey, you're going to lose this fight if you don't finish this kid.
Got to think Aguilar is going to want to try to keep space here. Small just spinning back fist.
Very risky to go for the spin. It looks like it's about to be more of the same in the third round. Mario's positioning with his legs is a little bit better here.
Pull him away from the cage.
When they weren't pointing forward, when they were more in the lunge position, it was a little bit better.
There just briefly.
Corner right here to our left, calling for him to pull the leg and pull him away from the cage.
Yeah, he's had heavy pressure just pushing forward.
Yeah, Andre's actually in much better position this round than he's been in the last two. Like, he's driving, pressuring. He could use his head more efficiently, but his balance is decent. Mario wins the body lock again, back on the inside. Mario now has his head position in much better situation. He's looking for this takedown with the body lock.
Good takedown defense there from Small.
And the bad thing here is, let's say we just get this guy down and we're up on top. We're going to lose the fight. I mean, we have to find a finish. It comes down to that. We have to find a finish. Mario is getting, look at, he fixed his head position. He's doing better with his pressure. He's got his underhook. Like, everything looks better right now. He's out of head position.
Yeah, left on that whizzer there from...
He's trying to pull out the ankle pick.
Trying to break down that base is Aguilar.
He's trying to lift. I mean, Mario is... He wants to come up with a solution here. He is in a dogfight.
Knee to the body there
Great
from
knee to the
Aguilar.
body right there.
And it's interesting, Aguilar, when he seems like he has an opportunity to break, doesn't.
Yeah.
Isn't
I agree with the
creating that
commentators
space,
there.
because
There
that's
are
where he's been
definitely moments
most
where Mario
successful
can
thus far.
separate here, and he's almost like
Right now, if he feels like he's
stuck in this grind mode. Like
Yeah,
maybe
and I mean,
because
I
the
feel
guy was
like
trying to
even
grind
with a
him,
guy-
he's trying to
with a
grind
guy
him back.
pressuring you for as long as he has,
But you
never
got to
know that
figure we have
referees
2
are
minutes and
asking for it. I don't
50
think
seconds now.
assume
That if
you're
this
up
goes to
even though-
decision, we lose.
I mean, I feel like a lot of times cage control is still is sometimes the thing that most judges,
yeah.
seem to judge
I
the most.
really want to work with Mario after watching this fight on his wall work offensively and
just is
defensively.
hard
I
to
see this as a
assume
big
that you're
area we're going to
winning.
focus
Yeah,
on.
for
Now,
sure.
Andre
You're-
does a lot of good
you're
things
spending
in
most
these
of the
clinch
time with your back on
situations.
the cage.
So we hadn't really seen these problems previously with Mario. And
This is
they're
definitely one of
little
those fights
adjustments, but
the more
it'll
modern
lead to a
scoring
lot
in
of
MMA
growth.
where it's
This is good.
big flurry there from Aguilar.
Yeah, but
like I said, the more modern
level
scoring in MMA
change,
really
unless
does
you
put
know
an
you have
emphasis
it.
on damage. And I think the damage
Gets the
has been
takedown.
more to the
And you can
Aguilar
tell
side
Andre
so
now
far,
is
and then
exhausted.
you got another
So this
takedown
is
there,
where
nice and
I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not,
3 offensive.
but very shortly I start yelling at Mario like, you have 2 minutes to work or this man steals your victory from you. Mario hits a very nice pass there, slides into side control, but it's not enough. We need to finish. We need to hurt this man. Comes up into his mount. Look at Andre. He just wants to hold on and breathe. He does not. He just wants to hold on and breathe. Mario does a great job. Controls the neck. Beautiful. Look at that psychological. Makes the kid turn over. Lands a shot. Hammer fist on the ear.
Maybe looking for the triangle.
Nice. Hit him. Hit him. This is important. Land the shot.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to finish a choke with how.
Like right now, we have a minute and 18 seconds. If we don't get a stoppage, we lose this fight. There we go. Pour it on. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him.
Stops it.
I gotta be honest, man. And I'm gonna say it right now. The referee stopped the fight. These are professional fighters, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna let that fight go a little longer.
Watching
Right?
it
These guys
back,
get
to be
paid
honest, I
fight.
would have let it
Andre's
go a
upset
little
with
bit
the
longer
stoppage.
too.
He's in
I
a bad
do
spot.
think Andre was
But
completely gassed. I do think
that's
he
a quick
was not
stoppage, in
going
my
to get
opinion.
out.
There's no
Yeah.
real damage. There's no blood.
But
no cut.
I'd probably
quick
let
tap. You
more
stop an
damage come
amateur
down
fight
here. I
like
mean,
that.
Mario has another
But-
minute and 20
and if
seconds
I
to
get
rain
some
damage.
feedback for being
I don't
critical,
think
that's
Andre's
right.
going to
This
get
is
out. I
professional
do think he
MMA.
would get his stoppage.
It's professional MMA.
But with professional MMA, I don't know if I feel like
That's
that
Dave
was
Beaver's
substantial
opinion.
enough to
I won't
stop the
speak for my
fight.
man Dave.
I try to always be
If he's on the
objective.
next broadcast and I'm not,
And if that was my guy, I would be
No,
upset.
I think it's
Do I think Mario would have got the finish? Absolutely. I think as the clock came down, as you realized there was a minute on the clock, he would have unleashed a flurry and he would have finished. But man, with professionals, you kind of got to let that happen. And maybe the ref saw something we didn't. Maybe when you start to belly down, like look at when you start to belly down and turn away while you're being punched in the face.
And he's eating
It
a couple shots
is-
there, turns his back, and I think that might have been part of it too. That he turned
Yeah,
his back. And,
I'm
was
agreeing
away
with the
from punches,
commentators
but,
here. I
mean,
think
what else are you
him
gonna do?
turning his belly down and like away from the fight,
let it go to the
the
judge.
referee
Zone the
Zach, who is an
Nevertheless, gonna be a
experienced
victory
referee,
here for
took
Mario
that as
Aguilar
okay. This
in
guy
our main
is
event as he moves up to
he's
3-3.
quitting. This guy's breaking.
With his third straight victory.
Mario, you said I gotta agree. Happy to get the win, but that was early. I agree, man. I think I do think you would have finished him, and I do think we get the victory. But at the end of the day, they need to let you earn it, and they need to let that kid go out on his shield a little bit more.
The infamous spider, Mario Aguilar.
Great job, Mario. All right, guys. Josh Parisian review now. His last UFC performance. This should be a banger. So let's flip this over. Throw this up here. Knew what took place. I want you guys to look at this again. So he's thrown that right hand hammer fist like 6 times. Watch this. Josh spins. It puts in this awkward, like, Josh has to reorient himself. He goes to a clinch with his left hand. From here, this is the most bizarre. Watch this hammer fist.
There's another spin. Oh,
Incredibly bizarre. But Josh instantly goes into his butterfly hooks. He's trying to make sure, like, to see him. And I don't know how bad he's hurt, but like scooting away immediately or bringing this right knee in, stacking the ankles, pressing off that, using the right arms as like the shell or the shield or the. I had no idea about that. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream, guys. I had no idea that I cannot show the UFC on my YouTube as like a fight review, but I guess it is content that can't be. Dang. Hopefully that doesn't make the entire stream unavailable. I guess I should have asked some of my friends at the UFC, can I do a fight review of UFC fights? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is no. But if you have an ESPN Plus account, you can sign in. You can watch that fight live. I wish I could have done a breakdown on Josh's finish when he turned it around, when he utilizes wrestling, you know, the adjustments we made in the corner. There would have been a lot of really good stuff there. So I don't even know if you guys can still hear me, but hopefully you enjoyed the fight breakdowns. Now I know I can't do it with the UFC, and